This is interesting. Why are couples uncomfortable in talking about the truth of how they met?
I know.
All right, so when I say that, what comes to mind? So
I know.
if I say that couples don't want to really tell people how they actually met, there are people that meet this way and they try to hide the fact that they actually met this way, especially if they go on to have a successful relationship, an engagement, and then a marriage. What is the item they're trying to hide? Yes, Froggy. Froggy raised his hand first.
If they meet online.
That is correct.
Oh, I was going to say if they were with other people at the time.
No, that's correct.
Yes.
Here's a story of two individuals. They have been married for nearly 5 years, but they didn't want people to know that they met online. And the story that I saw is that their families will only know that they met online through a dating app if their families read this article. Their nearest and dearest think the couple first locked eyes at a bar in Manhattan. That's when, as the vague story goes, Mike, 30, approached Sydney, 26, and asked to buy her a drink. But in reality, the couple had actually first spotted each other while swiping to the right on Tinder.
Well, if they're going to make up a story about how they met, they should make it more interesting than that.
I mean, serious, it's like the blandest story ever.
Well, it's not like it's 90s and you met on AOL and it's kind of creepy. I mean, everybody meets online these days. What's the big deal?
Was it creepy then either? They were just like the forefathers of it, Froggy.
We ought to go to phones on this. We haven't done many phone calls today. Have I done any phone calls today? I've been light on the phones here on this Monday. Oh, yeah, I guess we had the state CFO on, but that doesn't count. So let's go to phones. I want to ask our listeners, have you met somebody online and you've tried to hide that fact? Have you met somebody on Tinder or one of the other dating sites and you're not really open and free with that information? Oh, yeah, hey, yeah, we met online.
And they got serious, you mean?
Yeah. Oh, yes. That's the story. So I saw this in the lifestyle section of New York Post, and it says that I wasn't going to be like, hey, he was supposed to be a one-night stand, but we ended up dating, and now we're getting married after 3 months. That's what Sydney told the Post. I feel like it would have led to conversations we weren't comfortable having. In today's digital age, most couples meet online, and a recent report found that the majority of users, 63%, created a dating profile with no intention of starting a serious relationship. And 31% logged in hoping to meet their future spouse, but most people are looking for just the wham bam. Casual dating. All right, let's go to phones on this. This could be interesting. 800-990-1047. That's the number to get in. 800-990-1047. So fire up the phones. Have you dated somebody? Have you met somebody online? Have you met somebody on Tinder? Swiping right after you did a whole bunch of swipes. If that's what it is, so left you reject and right you're interested? Is that how it works? I've never been on Tinder ever.
I think that's right.
So has anyone listening to the program met online and now you're seriously dating and you have kept it a secret or you wanted to keep it a secret? Or if there's an angle that I'm not thinking of, or do you have a friend, a relative that they met online, but they didn't want people to know they met online? Or maybe you've got a coworker, but apparently people still look at the online Tinder meet as sort of a stigmatized situation. All right, let's go to phones on this. Look, all the phones are lighting up. 800-990-1047. That's how you get in. 800-990-1047. Let's grab Rob in Mulberry. Rob, you're on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. Hi, Rob.
Hey, good morning.
Rob, you want to add to this?
Yeah, I never really tried to hide it. But back in the AOL days, the instant messenger days, I actually met my wife online. And we've been married now. We got 5 kids going on 18 years in November.
Holy crap. So you met in one of those chat rooms on AOL?
Yeah, that's right. And then we found out we went to the same high school. Didn't even know it.
My God.
It was meant to be.
What was do you remember the name of the AOL chat room? Was it like Mulberry Hot Mamas or what?
I don't know, but she wasn't a mama then.
Yeah, I know.
She sure is now.
Well, as far as you know. All right. So,
I have no idea what it was.
all right, so you don't remember the name of the chat room?
I have not a clue.
Because I remember those AOL chat rooms. They were like some of the weirdest names too.
Yes.
Wow. And 18 years later, you got 5 kids, and you guys met on AOL in a chat room.
Yeah, 5 kids, 3 boys, 2 girls.
Yeah, there you go. Rob, congratulations, buddy. Thanks for checking in.
Hey, you guys rock.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it. Let's grab Rachel. Rachel's in Tampa. Hey, Rachel, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hi.
Yes, Rachel.
So my boyfriend and I met on Tinder back in, I want to say December, and normally, like, you are right, it is for people just kind of looking to hook up, but every now and then you'll meet, like, a person.
Now, Rachel, how old are you?
I'm in my late 20s.
All right, late 20s, and you're on Tinder, and you were just looking for a one-nighter?
I wouldn't necessarily say that. I was just kind of seeing what was out there.
All right, but you were just playing around. You were just looking for maybe some side action.
Yeah, most of the time Tinder is exactly for that.
Right. All right, so you meet this guy. How old was the guy that you met?
Same age.
So late 20s, and then you guys have been dating since December now.
Yes. It's going very well.
All right, but have you tried to hide it from people that you met on Tinder?
Some of our close friends know we met on Tinder, but for the most part, it actually is kind of awkward when it gets brought up.
Do you think most people don't think you can find a real relationship on Tinder and that it's just a one-night stand or maybe a couple of night stand hookup deal?
I mean, so I don't know if any of you have been on Tinder recently, but
I have never been on Tinder in my life.
people will say what they're looking for, and it'll definitely say, like, looking for a relationship, not looking for anything serious. And, like, Hinge and Bumble are kind of the same way where you have to say what you're looking for, or you don't have to.
So,
but.
Rachel, how many Tinder hookups did you have before you met Mr. Right?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got a notepad in my phone.
Whoa. All right, Rachel, so give us a number. How many guys did you hook up with on Tinder before you met, Mr. Wonderful?
The one.
I mean, it's hard to say because Tinder's the type of thing where, like, you'll use it for a few months, you'll stop.
Yeah, but how many guys did you meet, do you think, on Tinder?
Oh, I probably met maybe 20 or so guys off Tinder, but I couldn't sleep with all of them.
Good for you.
Hold on. You met 20 or so on Tinder, but so out of the 20, how many did you sleep with?
Maybe half of that.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, she's a good egg.
I couldn't, if ever I had to get back in the dating scene, I mean, I couldn't imagine going on Tinder. And then how, for somebody, being a radio personality, I couldn't go on Tinder. I couldn't, because you'd wonder anybody that would swipe right on me. First of all, they must be blind.
No kidding.
But seriously, you would have to think that anybody that would meet me and maybe know who I am would have, an ulterior motive. To
Like what?
Concert tickets?
I don't know.
Free Q and a 5 shirt?
I don't, free 3-piece meals at PDQ.
I'd go out with you for that.
Anyway, all right, Rachel, and you've been with this guy now since December, right?
Yeah.
Are either of you still swiping right behind each other's back?
No, we both deleted it in front of each other around Valentine's.
All right, so MJ, that's the sign of
wow.
commitment. That's the sign of commitment.
Wow.
Rachel, am I right? That is the sign of a committed relationship where you announce that you have deleted Tinder from your
Or
app
you
store.
do it together. It's like a
Yeah.
joint. It's a joint deletion.
Deactivate.
Oh, it absolutely is, because I've definitely dated people in the past where it's like I'm on there and we've been dating for a few months and they're still like updating their photos and still really active on Tinder, and it's kind of awkward.
Wonder Twin powers deactivate. All right.
Yes.
Thank you, Rachel.
Thank you, MJ. Have a good day.
You bet. Look at that. 20 guys on Tinder slept with half.
Those are Hall of Fame numbers.
Busy girl.
Tell you. Let me grab Ryan in Bradenton. Man, the phone's exploded on this one. Ryan in Bradenton, you're on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. Hi.
How you doing, guys? Good morning.
All right, so we're talking, for those that are just tuning in, we're just talking about folks that are on dating apps or people that have met online. A lot of people like to hide the fact or try to hide the fact that they met online, and they don't want everyone to know that they met on Tinder or some other type of dating site because of, the one-night stand, I guess, stigma there. All right, so Ryan, go ahead.
Me and my girlfriend, tomorrow actually is our anniversary. We met online and we've been dating. It was long distance for the first year and a half as well, and we've been dating for the past 2 years tomorrow.
All right, and you met where?
We met online just playing a bunch of games during COVID and just became friends online and then hung out one time, and we've been dating ever since.
Yeah, but do you keep it a secret? Do your parents know that you met online? Do your other friends know?
Kind of, but not the whole story of how and like what we were doing online. And
What game were you playing online when you met her?
all of them. It was in the middle of COVID, so we were just we never had work, so all we would do is just play games all day.
What was the platform? What were you on?
It's called Discord. It's
Oh, yeah,
like
yeah. Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
so that's how we would communicate at first, and then Instagram and Snapchat.
And were you guys just messaging each other, or were you able to see each other from the beginning?
At first, we would only message each other, and then with Snapchat, we would see each other, and then we would FaceTime and
Wow.
things like that. But I lived in New York, and she lived in Florida at the time. So,
And now you're in Bradenton, so now you're in Florida.
yeah.
So you came running to her?
Oh, yeah.
All right, Ryan, thanks for the call. Janelle is in Largo. Hey, Janelle, you're on the MJ Morning Show.
Hi, good morning.
Morning, Janelle. All right, what's your story?
So me and my husband met on Tinder back in 2017. We've been married for almost 3 years and have a son together.
Do you hide the fact that you met on Tinder?
So we did at first, yes, 100%. I don't think we told our parents when it was asked. Now we kind of look at each other and see whether or not we're on board to tell whether or not we met. But it is something, I mean, I met him when I was 30. So when you're in your 30s, it seems a little bit odd to meet your soulmate on Tinder.
Wow. But of late, you don't necessarily hide it?
Not as of now, not really, because we are soulmates. I think what makes our relationship a true relationship is that we met in Florida, but both of us are from Ohio, and he went to my rival high school, which is where all of my best friends came from.
That's crazy. And then randomly you meet the guy from the rival high school in Ohio, and wow.
And in Florida. We both met in Florida,
Yeah.
both grew up in Ohio.
That's interesting. Hey, Janelle, continued success. Thanks for calling.
Thanks so much.
You bet. Yeah, Rox.
I think nobody should have any sort of shame meeting online, because I went to a nightclub like 5 years ago. So this is 5 years back.
Did
And-
Big Doug know this?
Yeah, it was a bachelorette. No. What was it? It was a bachelorette party. That's right. And so
It was a cheat on Doug night?
No, it was
Whoa.
in
No, I'm
Miami,
kidding.
and it was
Oh, my
with
God.
our
I'm sorry.
friends. It was just the girls' portion of the bachelorette party, and so we went, and I felt so bad because there were a couple single girls there, and they were hoping to meet guys. There are no guys to meet because every single person in the club was on their phone. It's not like how it used to be when you go to nightclubs and you like look people in the eye and dance and talk and whatever.
What, are
It's
they
just
swiping right on Tinder while they're in the club?
100%.
Wow.
Yes. So it's like you're not going to meet people in the way that you used to.
Let me grab Nick in St. Louis. Hello, Nick. You're on the MJ Morning Show, Q105. Hello.
Oh, MJ, I've been listening to you since, you were back in St. Louis back in 2005.
Yep, the MJ Morning Show, always based out of Tampa Bay, but we were on the air in St. Louis on a radio station called Z1077 for 14 years. We were on a St. Louis station, top-rated morning show, by the way.
I listened to you for all 14 years.
Thank you, buddy.
Every morning.
All right, so Nick, what do you have to say about online dating and keeping it a secret when you hook up with somebody and they become your girlfriend or fiance or eventually possibly wife or conversely a boyfriend? What do you keep it a secret?
I've been married to my wife for 3 years. We met on Facebook, through Facebook, and on a Pokemon Go group chat. Pokemon Go.
Really?
Okay? Yes. Back in 2015.
Isn't that kind of slightly nerdy there, Nick?
Oh, we're both nerds, okay? We're anime nerds. We like that kind of stuff. You know, it's our thing.
Right.
So,
when was the last Comic-Con you went to?
the year before my son was born, 2018.
There you go.
Wow.
Youmacon. It was actually a Youmacon, so it's a Japanese anime convention up in Detroit.
You watch
That's
Big
where
Bang
my
Theory,
wife
don't
is
you?
from. She's from Detroit.
Fantastic. And then the relationship is going well?
Oh, yeah, it's great. But we never kept it a secret. We thought it was funny.
So
we always made jokes about it. Yeah, we're one of those online couples, you know.
Awesome. Hey, Nick, thank you, buddy, for your continued support. Thanks for listening to us online. Thanks for being a listener.
I'm just so glad you guys came back. I couldn't find a good morning show for years.
That's what I've heard. There's not a lot of good morning radio out there, and we're just doing a public service to bring it back. Nick, keep in touch with us. Thanks, buddy. Let me grab Jonathan in Tampa. Jonathan, MJ Morning Show. We're talking about meeting online through a dating app, and people want to keep that secret and not tell their friends or relatives how they actually met.
Hey, MJ. Yeah, I met my wife on Instagram. I just liked her profile and then followed her, and then I just started liking her pictures. I thought it was too creepy to just slide into the DMs.
Yep.
I just wanted to.
All right, so how did you make the move? How did you initiate contact?
Well, see, this is where I messed up because I didn't want to be a creep and just message her randomly. So I just liked her photos, but then so she would like mine, and she actually. I waited like 6 months of doing this back and forth, which apparently pissed her off more than I thought it would. She commented on one of my photos, and then that was the way.
Let my love open the door. Thank you, buddy. Let me grab Debbie. What happened to Ilana? Hey, Ilana, you were next. Ilana, I was going right to you, Ilana. Where'd you go? All right, Debbie. All right, two more, then I got to move on. Debbie's in Tampa. Hello, Debbie. You're on the MJ Morning Show.
Good morning. I just wanted to say that my husband and I met 16 years ago. We've been married for 16 years now, but it was in a political forum, so everybody could participate. It was called Yahoo Messenger, and I don't know how many people remember that.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think it's around anymore. But, he was from London and still living in London, and I was from Illinois and still living in Illinois. I'd never left the country. And he flew over to meet me after we'd been online in that sort of chat room, that forum, for almost a year. And
incredible.
We just hit it off and got married.
And have you told people that's how you met?
We didn't at first because my family said, it's going to be an axe murderer.
Hey, yeah, by the way, Michelle and I just started watching Dahmer over the weekend on Netflix. Hey, thanks for the call. One more. Ilana, I'm so bummed that you hung up. I love your name, Ilana. You were next, and then you hung up. All right, last call here. Let me grab Mark in Spring Hill. Mark, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Go.
Mark, you're ending with a dud.
Maybe our last call was the last call.
All right.
So, all right, Mark, are you gone? I guess Mark is gone.
All right, thanks, Mark.
Yeah, well, the line's still open, so I'll put it on hold, and maybe if he comes back. No, but just wrapping this up, the bottom line is that, Mark is there. So, yeah, I thought I heard him. Hey, Mark, you there?
Yeah, I am. Good morning.
All right, quickly, Mark, I got 1 minute.
So my wife and I met on Craigslist, and we've been married. We met in February. We married in July. We've been married almost 13 years now, and none of our family knows.
And oh, wow. All right. So Craigslist, didn't Craigslist at one point didn't they used to have like the hookers on Craigslist?
Well, they've had everything on Craigslist. They had, if you're looking for casual connections.
Is Craigslist even around anymore?
Oh, yeah.
It
Yeah,
is?
for furniture and stuff, right?
Around, but they don't have the personals or the hookup section or any of that anymore.
Gotcha. And you didn't tell anybody that they still don't know that you met on Craigslist?
Mom, dad, my mom, my dad, her mom, her dad, nobody in our families know.
Wow, that's incredible. See, most people don't want to reveal that stuff. Hey, good call. That was a good call to end it. I'm glad we were able to dig him up.
Yeah.
And let me know if Alana calls back.
Craigslist is a scam.
All right, why is that?
Because I posted something for free on Craigslist, and I got all these bots texting me back.
Oh, great.
Yeah, it's a
All
scam.
right, when we get back.
I'll take it.